Are you getting it? But I'm not saying every time I will be successful. Like today I wanted to say, Amit Bhai, at around 10:30, 1 hour plus minus, okay, you spoke either to your wife or regarding some marriage. You had some event somewhere around that time.
I spoke with my close friend
Regarding what?
regarding marriage.
Are you getting it?
Very honestly, because of, my daughter.
Yeah, she's
Regarding
getting married.
How we are talking.
Yeah.
10:30. Exact. I'll have call detail also.
And I saw it at 10:35. But the time period was 9:30, 1 hour, 9:30 to 11:30, something like that. Okay. So these are all very much possible. Of course, the technique I use today is a very advanced technique. Okay. Okay. What I'll be teaching will be a very simple technique that even a bacha in astrology, even a kid in astrology who knows sign, planets, houses can learn. Okay, it's an online course, you all can join it. Okay.
This thing, like, I just wanted to ask you, I forgot. Today, while driving, did you have a tiff with someone or with a police personnel or tiff with someone, somebody tried to cross you? Did you have some kind of this thing? Click on the subscribe button, especially the bell on the right side. Otherwise, you will miss the latest videos. I was just testing a technique today morning, and I just saw your chart. I will not discuss your chart, but just, wanted to ask you, you're free to answer it in public or not. Today, did you meet or speak to an elderly woman? Okay, somewhere in 50s and all that.
50s?
Somewhere around that.
Yes, I do.
Like today,
Yes.
Today.
There was a call today morning, came for course.
Who? Sorry?
For Lal Kitab course, one call came. She was sounding like more than 50 years of age.
Okay.
Yes.
And yesterday, did any event happen in any of your family members, ladies' family members, in their office? Or some event or something to do with government or some authority, some discussion or dispute, or it can be just anything like that. I know you stay away from home in Delhi.
Yes, something happened. I'm remembering my brother called me yesterday, and he said he actually has a restaurant in Jaipur. So he was gone for Swiggy and Zomato and all. So one registration happened yesterday, and it is my brother's wife's name, in the name of her wife. So yes, event happened yesterday itself.
And did you earn some money today?
Need to check bank account, but I think yes.
Okay.
Because someone wrote, so money transferred.
Okay.
It was a consultation, but I checked it. But someone sent me the message. Yes.
Okay. That he or she has transferred the money.
Yes.
Okay. What I was telling before I went out was, over a period of years, I have researched or discovered, whatever is the correct word, and I hate to use the word research because it sounds like, one is scholarly, no technique is researched. Everything is always there in the universe, So yesterday I was going to announce on Facebook, in fact, wrote a paragraph also, that I'll be doing this course in February or January end. What has happened is, over a period of years, I have found so many techniques and I don't land up documenting it. And if I document it, Problem is 3, 4 laptops are there. You keep on changing laptop after one gives a problem, and you don't know where which technique is gone. And most of the times I don't document it, and that's the reason I always. One thing very good about Ashutosh is Ashutosh always writes. You know, so I don't have the habit of writing now at this age because of the amount of admin work, and my astrology has stopped. But over a period of years, 5, 6 techniques I have discovered which give daily predictions. One of the techniques that I'm working on is a very, very simple technique that can give you daily predictions, and at the same time, anybody who is knowing even basics of astrology, he should just know the meaning of the planets and ready to work hard. Okay. So I plan to teach such people how to do daily predictions. The only problem why I never propagated these techniques is one gets egoistical. When you teach such techniques to people, they get egoistical. All their friends keep on calling. And astrology, I always believe, my master said to me one thing: you go to an astrologer only once. After that, once a year, just before your birthday, so that he advises you what are the remedies to be done or what to look forward. Don't get addicted to astrology or astrologers. That is so wrong. I've always propagated that, and yes, because of that, so many people, astrologers, have become my enemies. But sometimes I feel, I was thinking day before and yesterday also, that because of these policies of mine or philosophies of mine, techniques have not come up. So if I do a course or teach people, at least it will get documented. So I am looking at somewhere a period of January, end of February, but I require somebody, or I require few volunteers who can give me on an Excel sheet daily what events happen in their life or their family members' life, or it can be even in their friends' life or in their career. So while this YouTube channel and going live, I want, ideally I should have taken this up right at the start of the video, but okay, I'll do another video with this. I want people to write to me at Saptarishis Astrology 168@gmail.com and mention daily events, forward to Sunil John, so that my staff forwards it to me, that they are ready and their horoscopes can be discussed whenever I teach this, without obviously their names. It should be with intimate details of daily events, not bothering about X, Y, Z, whatever. But they need to have it in an Excel sheet, systematically, one column day, one column events, one event number 1, then below that event number 2, event number 3, written in proper English, giving proper documentation. I cannot read Hindi, so don't send it to me. So I request people to send it. I require maximum 5 good volunteers, 5 charts. If I get 100 charts, I will not be able to interact. I just require 5. I will select 5. If I don't reply back, understood. Either I become busy or I already got the 5 charts. So I request people to do this, because I'm testing multiple techniques, and within this technique, there are multiple layers. So it's going to be like a 1 month, 2 month course, but it can be extremely, of course, provided if once this thing, like I just wanted to ask you, I forgot. Today, while driving, did you have a tiff with someone, or with a police personnel, or tiff with someone, somebody tried to cross you? Did you have some kind of this thing?
I was in a hurry. Today is the day I drive my car only for 3 kilometers.
Okay. Otherwise, you drive.
Not even 3 kilometers, 2 kilometers.
Otherwise, the whole day you are driving whenever I call you.
Yes. So only 2 kilometers, and it happened within 2 kilometers when I was coming back. I went 1 kilometer and came. So within that time, just for a fraction of a second, someone came and I in front of my car and I pulled down my glass down and shouted for giving me space, and then reached my home. I was rushing for this session. So it was actually about to start at 8:30. Then we replanned it for 6. So I was rushing, and you called me at 5:55. I said just I'm starting within next 1-2 minutes. I was entering.
Okay. All right. Technique seems to work, that day I called up one of the Mumbai club members, and it was, today is Tuesday, right? On Sunday, on Monday I called up, okay? And what has happened is, because of a mistake from one of his business associates, income tax problem happened, and his account was frozen. Okay, because the accounting guy did a mistake. Instead of 25 lakhs, he put 50 lakhs or something like that. Okay, his account was frozen for quite some time, so he could not withdraw money. He could not do anything. So then what happened? I did not know this. I said tomorrow something to do with the government will happen. I know he's a businessman, but he doesn't deal with the government. So he said, sir, you won't believe. I just got email, okay, that my account which was frozen has been unfrozen now. Okay.
Same day.
Huh?
That day. On the same day.
Yesterday. And he said today it will be unfrozen. The government has already intimated him.
Okay.
So in fact, I need to double check with him whether it happened or not.
But some transaction happened related to government. That is some communication.
He got an email intimation.
Oh yes,
His
communication happened.
bank account, which was frozen, he got an intimation from the government, will be reopened by the government tomorrow. So I had already told him tomorrow an event with the government will happen. So he then said, this is what an email I got.
Right.
So I'm testing this method. It's a very simple method. Anybody who's even 3-6 months old in astrology knows the basics. Sun is government, okay. Saturn is old people, Venus is woman, all that. So such a person, even basic, I want to teach them and I want to make them perfect. I'm not just going to teach and spoon feed. I'm going to see to it that they come live in my sessions and they predict. Till they can predict, And this time I'm personally going to teach. I think it's 2-3 years now since I taught. Last time I taught was D60 course in Russia. After that, I've never taught the D60 course. And maximum I teach is in USA, which I'm going to stop. My health, you can see how thin I've become. My health has gone down. So need to concentrate next 2 years on my health. Wonder if I'll live till then. Anyway, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Hanishji. It's a pleasure, the service you are doing.
Are you getting it? But I'm not saying every time I will be successful. Like today I wanted to say, Amit Bhai, at around 10:30, 1 hour plus minus, okay, you spoke either to your wife or regarding some marriage. You had some event. Somewhere around that time.
I spoke with my close friend.
Regarding what?
Regarding marriage.
Are you getting it?
Very honestly, because of, my daughter.
Yeah, she's getting married.
How we are talking.
Yeah.
10:30. I said I'll have a call detail also.
And I saw it at 10:35. But the time period was 9:30, 1 hour, 9:30 to 11:30, something like that. Okay. So these are all very much possible. Of course, the technique I use today is a very advanced technique. Okay. What I will be teaching will be a very simple technique that even a bacha in astrology, even a kid in astrology who knows sign, planets, houses can learn. Okay, it's an online course, you all can join it. Okay, and I'm telling you what you guys missed. During Guru Purnima event, there was a guy who came called Ashutosh. Okay, Ashutosh Bhardwaj. He taught a technique. Okay, and the next day there was a full day workshop here at this very place on all the techniques of Banaras astrologers. And do you know, the most experienced astrologer was the only one who paid for it, and all of you missed. And what was the price? 3,000 rupees or some 3,000 or 2,500 something.
3,000 or 2,000? 3,000.
2,000 rupees.
No, not 2,000. 3,000.
She's selling 2,000 or whatever. Chalo, 3,000. Today we are charging 10,000. 10,000. You know what he said? Sir, these guys don't deserve it. Do you know, for example, there is one technique that this guy, I had sent him to Indunath Sharma ji. Okay, he learnt it. What is that technique? You come, you sit in front of me, just think in your mind, don't tell me, from 20 to 30 think of a number. 1. Second, think of any flower. Okay? Don't tell me. Calculate, put the slate down. I'm talking about 2008 January when I had gone to Banaras. I was the man who discovered Indunath Sharma ji. Then I sent Ashutosh to him to learn this technique. And I told him, don't teach it to anybody. After what happened here, exact number, what you thought, and the flower in your mind. And it is no siddhi. Pure mathematics. Indunath Sharma will open the slate after you say, okay, like for example, I said 24 and I said a particular flower. Okay, he has already written the number and flower with calculation, a pure mathematics calculation. Pure mathematics calculation. This is what why do I keep on saying that you all do not know how to encourage that knowledge should come out. Even when I offer you at so low price.
Yes, अरे क्या? No price, low price है, no price.
No price.
और आज वो लोग जो सीख के वो लोग क्या चार्ज करते हैं, you can't imagine.
Can't imagine, yeah.